4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Taken from just outside the 30. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10. Now the first carry for an Ohio native. It's Ezekiel Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Hold on.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Prescott. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Browns' 40-yard line.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing. Prescott. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. The 20. Well, he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Crosby with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one, that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And some room to roam now. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
A first carry for Wendell Smallwood. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. That good for 22 and a 1st down. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
They run again on 1st down with Smallwood. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
Eight yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
From the red zone now, Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Now this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is taking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Check the backer.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Prescott. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To throw is Prescott. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. He'll return it from the 6. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He's going to sling this deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Alshon Jeffrey. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
Got 2 pieces.
Crosby connects on the extra point. 21-0 our score after 1. On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Great coverage there. Holds them to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
That LA shit.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. A give running right is Chubb. And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Hey, you went to the Chicago game because you liked them for real? Oh, they was playing the Vikings. Oh, okay.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Okay.
Hey, alert!
Mayfield. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And they had him bottled up, but here's a late flag, and a face mask is going to get a much better starting position.
It was just you and Tyson.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down. You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
I said I was fucking with you. I said the girls, they got to be careful, man.
Hey, kill! What are you telling? I'm going to come back to you. Check.
Now on 2nd and 13. Prescott is going to float this. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
I'm here all day. Roger. You ain't doing nothing today.
They find some open field here. Swatted. Odell Beckham Jr. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
I want 20-0.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jannard Avery leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Elliott. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Third and long for Prescott. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. There he goes, Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper. An 80-yard touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Check 25, check 25. Go, get out there, get out there. Go now.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, we go 46. 26.
Prescott now. Going for the deep ball. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Browns take take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
180. Hey, alert 33. Mike 9.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's go, D.
Now Mayfield running left on the option. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. That good for 19 and a first down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
First down, Dallas.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Now an Eastern Michigan man, Darius Jackson on the carry. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Credit that break up to Greedy Williams. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. Walsh adds the extra point. And that will get them one closer.
Hey, that Joker movie coming out Friday.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They go with Chubb on second down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Mayfield now. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down. Now Chubb running right, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He went backwards 5 yards there on third down to bring up fourth. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. Shedding the tackle. The good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10.
It's the Cowboys, man. It's the Cowboys, man.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back. Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
Guess what I smoke, nigga. First circle. Yes.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he goes down, it's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Jannard Avery able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Hey, kill.
Hold it.
All day, dog. Sweat. Hey. Mike 8. We're going to 54.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Running with Elliott. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
5 down. Stand up in. There we go, kill. Mike 8. No chance. Mike 8.
Prescott from the gun. Over the middle, complete. That's Newton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down. Prescott now. He's hit on just 5 of 15 throws, a poor percentage, but it's 1st and 10.
Bang. Here we go, going to 54, Lining.
Prescott to throw it. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Prescott's throw going to be caught by Gallup. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. Looking to throw. Prescott. And now here is another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
Word to my mother. To go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. A run for Nick Chubb. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Crosby with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
When I see some part, got a nigga getting no head.
Here we go, 46. Here we go. Going to 54. Going to 54. Line.
Motion to backfield. Motion to the backfield.
Hot shot.
44 is the mic. 44 is the mic.
Watch the run.
Fofo's the mic.
Mike.
Here's Prescott.
Come get some.
Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Now they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10.
I ain't getting on the game, boy.
Mayfield off the play fake. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Now Chubb. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings, the things that you have to do.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
This is a half and try again.
His second touchdown of the night as his guys continue to pour it on. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Looking to throw on second down. Prescott throwing right, and that's complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Prescott now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Yeah.
33. Come on, D. Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. Get your swarm on.
Here's Prescott. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The end result, 21 yards. Back to throw now on 1st down. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long.
Kill. Alert flare. Undercrush. 36.
We're going to 54. Why is?
Now back to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Prescott to throw on 4th. Now a desperation throw deep down. And my goodness, another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now...
Oh, Chubb fumbled it. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Switch. Check 37.
Here we go, 46.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
They'll look to throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Newton.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
D, you ever ate them all? The Nathan Weenies. Nathan Weenies.
Throwing again on second down.
They the brand.
Prescott. And that's Elliott. Complete. Give him 2 yards on that play. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Third and short yardage. Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns 16. Prescott going to come up first and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Get that shit the fuck out of her, you bitch.
Incomplete. Cooper was the target there, but it'll be second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
If we're reclining on the boys.
Hey, 47. 26.
They'll throw again. Prescott.
Bro, they made him stop.
It's Cooper. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
Here we go, 46, 46.
Good credit ass, nigga.
Mike 8.
Under. Then we're going to 53.
Go ahead now. I don't want that. You big.
3 buzz.
Come on, boy.
Mike 8. I'm on.
26.
Prescott yet again. Well, this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
26.
To the air again, Prescott. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
That's true. You said that. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Boys. Day-to-day riding. My players shining.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you